everybody, Harvest here. I'm just, we're going to the studio today. We are clearing things out for, just to kind of consolidate and give stuff away, and that leads us to our big news. And so we are here in the car with everybody going, and so I'm gonna show you a little bit about what we're doing today at the studio, and I will catch you up on the news that we have to give, because I know I kind of hinted to it last time. Okay, we made it back. We're safe and sound here at the studio, and I just wanted to show you what we're doing. Okay, come on in and say hi, guys.
Hi.
There we go. Hi. This is my Motley crew today. Okay, so most of you guys know that we have run a performing arts studio in Gresham, me and my family, for the last 14 years. We've been in business 14 years. Actually, this is our anniversary month. So we rent a really large, I think it's like 9,000 square foot facility here in Gresham that's actually being renovated for something else. It used to be a restaurant. It's being renovated back into a restaurant and office space. But anyway, COVID closed us down last year. And as sad as that is, it also brought some unexpected blessings, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I wanted to show you around what we're doing here today and just kind of show you the mayhem that is our studio. So this behind me is our stage. And the last show we did here was an incredible show. It actually helped get us Best Performing Arts in Gresham, which we were honored to get. But now it's kind of a mess because they do things here like what's called Music Mondays, and they record that. But right now we are cleaning up the studio. We are consolidating and purging things that you accumulate over 14 years. So foliage, mounted deer heads, art supplies, because we had an art program, and so we have art supplies galore, and we're purging all those things. And then costumes. Lots and lots of costume pieces. And then props. We're doing lots of props. So things that we used in shows, things that we have accumulated that would go probably to somebody else's, really good use. Kitchen supplies, painting supplies, vases, tea light candles, furniture. It's kind of crazy. So we're putting all this stuff into to good use, hopefully by donating it. And so it's lots and lots that we're doing over the end of this next week, and then probably well into next week. I can't even imagine. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the next steps and what our special announcements are. So I'm going to get myself into a nice quiet place and talk to you. Okay, now I'm in a quiet place. Well, sort of. We'll still hear bumping around out there and stuff because the kids are crazy and moving and stuff. This was our old art room. It was also a classroom for a little while, and we've had lots of stuff going on in this facility. We've had things that were kind of our dreams that ended up coming and doing really well, and then COVID hit. So I just kind of wanted to share with you. I know that normally I'm talking about farming stuff and what's going on at home, but it all ties in. So something that we've always loved doing was planting and growing and providing for our family. And I've always loved it, but seriously not had time to do it. And it's because we've chosen to do Salt Academy. Salt Academy teaches dance, voice, drama, music, art, and we create community in a very balanced, very loving environment that helps protect children and families. And it's a nonprofit, so we gave scholarships, we gave lessons for free. We just did all that, and it was always our dream and goal to create content, to create plays and skits and musicals and all that stuff, and then create good dancers, but overall create good kids that had a good safe place that they could come and be a part. Anyway, we did that. We loved doing that. COVID hit last year, hit everybody, and it was really, really, really hard for us to stay in business. And the realization, I mean, it took a while. It wasn't like one moment where it just hit us and we decided, well, okay, you know, I guess this is no going back. It took us months to reconcile that we probably couldn't come back here in this building. We probably couldn't come back to what we had where we had it. And so we were left with a decision. And the decision was to, do we move buildings? Because we knew that was on the horizon no matter what. This building was never permanent. It was a great building, but it was never permanent. So do we move buildings and start over after COVID? What does that look like? Or do we pursue some of the other dreams that we had? So a couple of the other dreams that we have had just as a family was really getting back to family. My daughter got married this last year, and if it weren't for COVID, I would not have been able to be as present in that wedding. If COVID hadn't happened, we would not have had the opportunity to make a decision like this. Our studio was big, and it impacted a lot of people, and so there were so many moving parts. Just stopping and doing something different was almost impossible. We couldn't have done that. We would have been letting a lot of people down. We had 17 instructors. We had 200 students. It was just a lot of moving parts. And so we made the decision that we are closing down in Gresham for good. And how that plays into the rest of our lives and the rest of our dreams is we are actually moving out of state. We're taking the business with us. That's been a big decision. It's been a hard decision. There's been a lot of grief that's going along with that, a lot of sadness. We're gonna miss a lot of people. We have built a community here. We have been a part of so many lives, and those lives will forever be in our hearts, and they've made us who we are. But there's also been a lot of excitement, a lot of when you finished a book that really captured you, and you open up a new one, the excitement that brings, that's how we feel. We are so excited to start a journey. Now, we're not telling anybody where we're moving to just yet. Part of that is because we're not exactly sure. We're still looking for a house, but we're looking for property where we can grow our own food, where we can build our own life in that spot. And we're going to find a piece of property that is probably pretty far away from this area. The cool thing is we've done Salt Academy for 14 years, a lot of years. We know how to do it. There are things that we want to do this next chapter of Salt Academy's life that's different. A lot of the same, but a lot different, and we're really excited. we'll announce all that too later, and we'll actually publish that, not just here, but on our webpage for Salt Academy. In the meantime, we're cleaning up, packing up. We put our house on the market. An offer's been made, and in the process we are looking for other houses in a couple of regions, which we won't announce just yet. We'll announce that when the time is right, and we're really excited. So what can you do? You can keep watching, share our videos, like it, hit the bell so you receive notifications. We'll be posting more. We're actually going to post the journey from start to finish, and we're going to post the road trip, because we're going on an epic road trip when we finally make a decision. We will take the family, and I will post our seasons, where we go, what we do, what the kids think of it, how we get there, the whole thing. This is still a massive undertaking. We have 7 kids. We have 7 kids and an extra kid, which is like an 8th kid. We have my mom who's coming, and so that's 2 households and a studio, because we're packing up a lot of the studio. That's a lot of moving parts. So you'll know when we announce everything, where we're going and what we're doing and how we're getting there, but I just wanted to share with you kind of what's going on in our lives. When we have this epic road trip, we're going to take you with us. You're going to see where we go, what we do, and every step there. And then basically I'll be starting over with chickens, and we want goats and sheep and pigs. We do want to get a couple of horses, and eventually I'd like to get some cows. So you can come with us. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my garden set up, and I'm going to start growing. And I'm going to grow what I've always wanted to grow, and the quantities I've always wanted to grow. So I'm going to take you guys along. Thank you so much for coming with us. Oh, so back to what can you do? Not only follow, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, share, like it, all that good stuff. Hit the bell. Pray for us. Send us lots of good thoughts and prayers. Just keep us in your prayers. It's because of all the moving parts. I've got little ones, and I've got medium kids, I've got teenagers. They're all going through something different. I'm leaving my oldest one here in the Northwest, and that's hard. So pray for all of us, all of our hearts, all of our minds. Pray that God will orchestrate every step so that we are not only healthy and happy, but that any grief or sadness that we all have is managed and taken care of properly. So my little one's heart, that his heart, all the way up to my mom, she's going through a lot of loss with the studio, and it's exciting for her to move things on, but it's sad also at the same time. So just keep us in your thoughts and prayers, and that God will go before us and keep us all safe. And so with that, I just want to say thank you for watching and following and doing all that stuff, and just bless you and your families, and we'll see you soon.